So we start with the last session of ours. In this will be covered dashboards, creating analysis through multiple subject areas, and we'll also cover data extract and secure. So first we start with the creation of, so for creating dashboard again we will navigate as we know the navigation. We'll come to report and analytics. Then we click on browse catalog. So the Oracle BI catalog will open up and we'll first create, as we have already created analysis. So now we will go ahead and create a dashboard. So as we have learned, for dashboard is nothing but is the collection of different analysis. So as I've showed you before, the predefined dashboards. So here we can see a human FCM dashboard related to line manager dashboard. If you click on this, first we'll identify the objects in a dashboard. Okay, so this dashboard opened up. So now we can see, we'll identify what are the things which are present in a dashboard. So as you can see, this is the dashboard which is related to HCM module, and the dashboard name is Line Manager Dashboard. This dashboard contains different pages: headcount, workforce event, I'll explain the word workforce trends, absence, time and labor, compensation, performance, goals, and others. So these are the different pages. So what we mean by different pages? So suppose this dashboard is given to a particular organization. So all the pages will not be needed by all the people. So we can provide security and we can have abstraction when we are showing this dashboard to the different categories of people in the organization. By different categories, I mean their hierarchies in their job roles, like manager, employee. So after looking at the first thing is the line manager dashboard, that is the dashboard name. Then you have different dashboard pages. On the right hand side, on the left hand side, you can see there are a number of prompts. Prompts is nothing. This is the filter condition which helps to filter the dashboard page according to the value provided. So here you can see the data is for 100 sales business unit. In the drop down, if we select another business unit, the values will be changed. So this is how we provide different prompts in the dashboard. We can also have two kinds of button over here, or we can have other buttons also, so we can enable it according to our need. So so now another thing over here, so we have identified three things: dashboard name, dashboard pages. The other thing is the dashboard. So these are known as dashboard prompts. And then you can see two things over here, that is there are two columns. So these are two columns. So these we are talking about because if we need to customize an existing HCM dashboard, then if a requirement is given to you, suppose they say he changed the dashboard prompt country and make it to a different dashboard prompt. So where should you go and hit it first? That's why we are learning first about the dashboard object. So these are dashboard. So these two frames are known as dashboard column. After that, you can see the horizontal columns. They are known as sections. So in this dashboard, in this page of the headcount dashboard page, we have 1, 2, 3, and 4 sections. Each section consists of analysis. They can have more analysis too, but in these sections I can see they have analysis over here, like age band diversity, headcount or by age band. So these are different visualizations which we have created through the analysis. So these are the things which we can see in a dashboard. I also will move to the different dashboards. So here in some of the places we didn't get data because those were not returning data analysis. We also go to workforce trends. So these kind of dashboards we need to create. Either we need to create from scratch, or we can also customize the existing dashboard according to our own need. Whenever we customize the dashboard, so the things which we need to customize is whenever we need to customize, what we need to do, we need to come over here. We need to click in this, and the option, or what are the options which comes up is edit dashboard, print this, export to Excel, refresh, add to briefing book. Briefing book we talked about in previous sessions. Create a bookmark link, and there are other ways of printing it also. That is the PDF page, or it can be printed as HTML. When we are exporting it, so we can export only the current page, or we can export the entire dashboard. Then else are the edit save customization, clear my customizations, apply save customizations. So if we go and click on edit dashboard, so whatever I was telling you, you can see column 1 over here, and a section is kept over here inside that, and there you have the line manager dashboard workforce trend prompt. So we need not worry, we'll learn each of them how to create this. So it's an issue. First I want you to identify the things, the objects over here. Column 1 section, and inside we have a prompt. Prompt is nothing but the filter condition. Column 2 section and section 3. In each section we have 2 different analysis. So if you want to edit any of the analysis inside this, you can click on this and we can click on edit analysis. So that particular analysis will open up. So here you can see we have an analysis over here, and this analysis is placed over there. So if you want to make any change, suppose you want to change the title needs to be changed, the color of the graph needs to be changed, or the data which is showing up, headcounts in the year, will change by headcount by department. So that also we can do from here. So this is the title. Kindly note down the navigations if you are taking down the navigations. So now we start creating an analysis, and then we create a dashboard. I hope you are clear with the dashboard objects and how to edit a existing dashboard and how to identify the proper objects in the dashboard. If you have any queries, kindly ping now. Okay, so I take it as this part is understood. So in my dashboard, it is not necessary, but in my dashboard there will be an analysis based upon workforce management, worker assignment, real-time subject area. Now you can ask me, why did I choose the subject area? I chose up this subject area because in my today's in my tutorial, I take this as my subject area to demonstrate the different data which is provided in the tables. And this subject area has proper data. So we are taking up this subject area. Now, what is the subject area? So when I'm taking up the human resources, workforce management, worker assignment, real-time subject area, we'll talk a little bit about the subject area. Though I've spoken about this before also. So we need to go down over here. Workforce. Okay. So you can see a lot of data has come up over here. So we talk about this. What is the subject area? We talk about this. So subject area generally contains data about a particular related fields, like about payroll, compensation, workforce management. Suppose we'll go over here. So this is my workforce payroll. Then we have different type of compensation. Those data are collected in that particular subject area. So now we talk about workforce management, worker assignment, real-time subject area. What is it actually? Or what information the subject area provides? Or what question that subject area answers? Like every subject area will answer you a particular question. This subject area tells you. It tells you about the primary subject area to report workers' current assignment information. So a worker can have a multiple active or inactive assignments as it's a module. So this subject area provides details of all worker assignments, including their start and end dates. The assignment sequence, like for a worker, on the dates it can be derived. The information related to each assignment of a worker, like assignment type, status, status of working hours, are available and for reporting. So some important metrics like total assignment count, head count, FTEs can be reported by business unit, department, location, and manager. So when we say like it can be reported by business unit, department, location, and manager, by this we mean that our analysis can be grouped according to these data. So the subject area includes future hires or future assignment changes. So by default, only a worker's last assignment as of today's date can be retrieved. We can use different kind of SQL. So this subject does not report a history of assignment changes. This thing it doesn't. So now question comes up, if we also want to report about the history of the assignments, then which subject area we should hit? Then it should be the workforce assignment event real-time subject area to report history of assignment changes. So I hope the subject area is clear to you, why we are taking up this subject area. Now, if you want, like at starting itself, I said a particular subject area answers some questions. So as this is a HCM module, so it tells about the different assignments. So what are the questions and answers? Like what is the current assignment information for a worker, current employee headcount by employee category or employee status or assignment status, then the current headcount by job. Whenever we are saying by, that means we are grouping it by job, department, grade, location, business unit, legal employer. It also answers the headcount of hourly or salaried employees. So whenever we are using the word headcount, so this is the fact. Fact and dimensions we have talked about in our previous sessions. Next is what is the headcount of the payroll. So now whenever I have talked about this dashboard, I always told everything should be viewed by everyone. So there can be a particular level of abstractions which we can set off. So the job roles which are required, job role is a particular kind of privilege. Privilege we can take it as a literal meaning because we have a particular object also as privilege over here in OVA12C. So with the literal meaning of privilege, the job roles which are used to secure access to this subject area will be human resource analyst and line manager. So these two job roles are needed. I repeat, human resource analyst and line manager. So what are the duty roles? What are the BI duty roles are used to access this subject area, that is workforce transaction analysis duty. Whenever we call, so we'll talk about this duty roles today. So now we start building up a analysis. We have talked about this like a lot of times, so I will not be explaining much about this now. Business, so we need to drag and drop. I have taken business unit and department. Then I would like to pull up sub job. We pull two columns from job. So all the things we spoke about, we can see over here, the legal employer and all things are present over here. Second, we go to the worker. We take the first name of the employee. Last name. Notice period. Then we put the head count. We should always put a fact. Why we should put a fact? Because there is a reason for it. That is because we need to understand what these dimensions are quantifying. So now we go to the results tab. So we see data over here. Just hold on, it is just taking a bit of time. Yeah, Kashif asks, can we see a complete example of creating a dashboard? Yeah, Kashif, definitely we can see that. So we are in process of creating different objects in a dashboard. So this is the first thing which I'm creating, that we are creating a analysis. So our dashboard should contain something. So the first thing is we are creating an analysis so that we can, so that this analysis can be held by the dashboard. Next thing is this entire dashboard can be grouped by business unit name. So if you want to group it, what you need to do is you need to come over here and put this in a section. So now you can see it is grouped together according to the different business unit. We can also apply aggregation rules over here. So we can come to the edit formula and we can put up the aggregation. So when we go to the results, so here we can see there is one thing which is not looking nice, that is the sum part. So what we can do, we can either go to the criteria or we can do the same change over here also. We can change the heading of that. Format headings. Total head count. Another thing is name. We can also put as a different one over here with the format heading. As location. So there are different aggregation functions with which we can group it. If should use some, we can use also different ones. So here our analysis is complete. We'll give a title to this. So these comes as requirement. Everything over here which we are writing comes as a requirement. So this is as the head count by unit. There's another option to display the saved name. I don't want that to be done. So my title is head count by unit. Now I want to put a filter. This business unit that is prompted, and we save our analysis. I'm for finding a suitable place where I should save my analysis. It is taking a bit of time to open up. We save it here. Head count by unit. So it is saved. We go to home. Next thing is we create a dashboard. We come over here in the new. There's a tab called dashboard. We click over here. A prompt will open up which will tell you to save your dashboard, so we can save it in proper folder when we want to save it. So name of the dashboard should be worker hours dash, and it should be saved in my folder. So what we can do is, as we cannot save it over here, Can you see my screen? Can I have the presentation? Thank you. So what we do is we go to the catalog. We go to shared folder. We come over here and create a folder. D5. We are saving this thing in a D5. I just want it, like all the assignments should be at one place. That's why. It is taking time to open up. So in day 5 we have saved the analysis. Now what we do is we come to new, we get out from here. Work our dashboard. We store this in It is taking some time, just please. Okay, yeah, so it opened up now. So as you can see, the page 1 has opened up of work our dashboard. First, we'll try to learn what are the things available. Column, section, alert section, action link move, link or image, embedded content, text and folder. Here you have preview, run, save and save as. So first we'll do is what we'll pull up a section over here. So in this section we'll try to put up a text first. How to edit a text is we need to come over here. We need to put down text. That is the we can see a preview over here. And if you want to make it bold, you can click on this like this. So the first title is ready with us. Next, what we need to do is we need to come over here. So whenever we are putting a title, there can be other things which also we can do. So here we have the section properties. We can click over here. We have condition. I'll talk about this, what this condition is. Permission, format section, rename, graded, collapsible, show section header, show section title. Collapsible we can uncheck. So we have pulled up a section, then we pull up the another section over here. Yeah, so I was telling we can do another customization, that is the format section, and we can make the different color and the background colors of this thing. So let's make it as we have additional formatting options also. This is saved. Now in this section I want to put my analysis. So analysis looks like this. We just drag it and drop it here. We'll save this. So now we want to see, we want to run, we have saved it already, and we want to see whether it runs or not. So now we have seen we have a work hour report and we have a particular analysis associated with it. So this is one of my dashboard. Now there are several other customizations which we can do over here. So the data which we can see over here, it is repeating. Repeating as in it has lot of data and human interaction or the customer interaction cannot be done over here. So what we need to do is we need to put a filter so that the things which we actually need, only those things should come up over here in the dashboard. For that, what we need to do is we need to go to new and we need to create always a prompt. Prompt means a filter in OBI. So we go to dashboard prompt over here. Whenever we go to dashboard prompt, again the subject area opens up. It opens up because we need to select the particular column on which we need to put the filter. We have chose a wrong subject area. This shouldn't be the subject area, so I will again go to the new dashboard prompt. And you can also read out the descriptions which are given over here. They are self-explanatory, and you can understand why the subject area is there. Work assignment real time. So here we will click over here. So we can create several types of prompt: column prompt, variable prompt, image prompt, and currency prompt. But here we will go for a column prompt. We'll go to the business unit, and we have taken the business unit name. So we'll create that business unit's name as the prompt. We can use the different ways of user input: text field, choice list, check boxes, radio boxes, and list box. We'll choose choice list and we'll select OK. So things will be coming up like this over here. Apply. Now we'll save this dashboard prompt of ours. In the day 5. Unit prompt. We'll expand the dashboard. We'll open to edit it. Then in section 2, we'll open up this one. Open up day 5. And we'll take the unit prompt, drag and drop it over here. We'll save this and we'll run this dashboard. So now you can see there is a business unit name. So sometime back what we did is we have unchecked the collapsible one option. We have unchecked that was collapsible. So why we have unchecked that is, you can see over here there's a collapse thing. To unhide that we have used that. So now we choose a particular business unit. So now it is filtering the data only for the particular business unit. As is a choice list, so we can use more than one also. It gives us the relative data. So this is how we create a dashboard. There are other customizations also which we can do, which I will show you now. But is it clear till here about creating a dashboard with the analysis and a dashboard prompt? So here we have used a single analysis. We can have multiple sections. I think there is a question too. Okay. So people have understood this. So next part of it is we'll again come over here and edit dashboard. Wherever we want to edit the dashboard, we'll come over here. Now I will let you know one of the most important debugging technique of a dashboard, which majorly all of the developers do when they are in starting. They are creating a dashboard. That is, you come to this head count by unit. You come here, you make it as edit analysis. There's a very important thing, how this dashboard prompt is linked to the analysis, because we have not provided by ourselves any other foreign item. So how it is linked? So we try to understand this. Here we come to criteria, and you would have seen, you would have noticed, here we have created a filter on business unit name. So it was business unit name is prompted. So this links the particular column which we want to use as a dashboard prompt. So the dashboard prompt filters the data. Suppose I remove this from here and save it. Now will my dashboard prompt work? It is showing all the data. Now suppose I choose this and apply. So there is no change which is happening because my dashboard prompt is not linked to the analysis column. So remember, this is a very important debugging technique. If your dashboard prompt is not filtering the data in your dashboard, then the first and foremost issue can be that your analysis column is not prompted. We'll come over here, we'll click on edit dashboard. So we come over here, we again make it as prompted, we come to the filter. Save it. We can also add a graph to it. So how, as we are working in a compound layout, so we can come over here. We come to the graphs, we come to the vertical graph. So the next thing over here is, whenever we need to exclude anything, we need to click it from here and we need to put in the excluded. So it moves out from the criteria tab. So here you can see count, head count. We should change this first value. So we make it as done. And then we push this view over here. So at the end you see you have a particular graph. So this graph also you can change. There you can see there's number of filters here which you don't need. Whenever you don't need anything, we put that in the excluded. Right? So this is done. We don't need any filters. You have pressed on done. We just come to the criteria tab and change the name of that particular column. And then we can change it from, not from here, not from column properties, but we can change it from the edit formula. Custom heading, total head count. Now we return to the dashboard again. And now we use a particular. So now you see a graph of the particular business unit with full-time or part-time. Is it clear till here? Okay, I take it as it's clear. We can also include like more than one values as I showed you before. If we go down, I hope the creation of dashboard is clear. There are some more points which we'll discuss now. The next thing is the formations. So these are the particular roles which are needed to see the dashboard. Next is the condition which I was talking about. So what is the condition is, like suppose we want to put a condition, like if this section, if this particular selection, analysis, browse, shared folder. So if the row count, okay, you can see a particular thing which comes up is, if the row count is greater than 0, then only we should. So this type of conditions we can put over here. Next is the scope of the prompt. So as I told you, there will be several pages in a dashboard. So whether you want to limit your particular prompts effect to a particular page or to the entire dashboard. So such kind of things you can do it from here.